Hi. So let's continue our sessions. In the last session, we covered quick and manual payments. In this session, we are going to cover automatic payments. So in automatic payments, right, we are trying to automate the payment process instead of doing the payments manually, going to payment screen and doing it either through quick payments or through manual payments, right? We are going to automate that process so that it picks all the eligible invoices which are due for payment and then it performs the payment. So as part of that, I have made some notes. We are going to create payment process request template, submit the payment process request, view the payment process request, and we will print the checks, and after that verify if invoice got paid. So these are the steps that we are going to do. Let me go to the instance. So the first step we are going to do is we are going to create payment process request template. The navigation here we can see manage payment process request template. Let us create our payment process request template. SM1 PPR payment process request template. Status is active. Type will keep it daily. Oh, this is such screen, right? We are in such screen. Okay, let's go and create daily, and we'll keep these things as is, right? And supplier type is not required, and we'll give the supplier. We'll restrict it this payment process request specific to our suppliers. SM1 supplier. Going to disbursement account, let's select SM1 account. And payment document is SM1 payment document. We'll take the check payment document. Payment process profile, we have SM1 payment process profile that we have created earlier. We will review proposed payments. So when we check it, when we submit the payment process request, it will ask us to review the payments, and we have to review that, and then we should print that. Then only it will be invoice will be paid. So I'll save and close it. We have created the payment process request template. Now I'm going to create an invoice. I'm going to create the invoice under SM1 business unit for SM1 supplier. Invoice number is 7008 USD. I'm going to create it for 6,000. Create a line with $6,000. Save. Let's validate the invoice. It's validated. Let's approve it. Then let's do the accounting. It debited the item expense and credited the liability account. So if you see, it is validated, approved, accounted, but this is unpaid. We are going to, if in the last sessions we paid the invoice either through quick payments or through manual payments, right? So in this session, we are going to pay it automatically using payment process request. Yeah, let's submit the payment process request that we have created, and we will see whether the invoice is getting paid or not. Yeah, so we can see the invoice is validated, it's manually approved, accounted, and but it is not paid. So let's go to payment screen and let's submit the payment process request and see it is getting paid. Submit payment process request, and let us we will give some dynamic name for it for this request. Template is SM1 payment process template that we have created, and if you see, it has defaulted all the parameters that we have given at the template level, right? So just review that and submit. When we submit it, it will submit the payment process request. Let us go to schedule process and see if it has submitted that. If you see it, like build payments is completed, payment process request status report, it is in wait status, it is processing. Let us see this report. If it has, let us validate if it has picked our invoice. So it has picked our invoice with quantities with $6,000, and this is the invoice number 7008 that we have created just now, right? So it has processed it, and let us go and see at invoice level, is the invoice is paid. Our invoice number is 7008. Let us check the see state payment status is selected for payment. We have to review this invoice. If you remember, when we are setting the options for payment format request template, we selected review the payment. So we have submitted the payment process request for the invoice, but we have to review it and then uh, submit it so that this will be processed further. So let's go back to payments, manage payment process request. Our payment process request number is name is PPR 701. Actions, and if you go to the actions, resume the payment process. When we say that it will submit the further process, if you see it again submitted billed payments, right? It submitted format payment files, format payment files is completed. It has selected the invoice, right? So the next step is we need to print the invoice, print the it for allow it for printing. Let us again query the payment process request that we have submitted. Formatted and ready for printing. The next action that we are going to take is we are going to print it, right? We'll go back to the scheduled process and see what are the things it is submitting. It's again submitting forward format payment files, and it is succeeded. Now let us go back and requery RPPR. Now we have to record the status, submit it. Yes, record the print status. So generally, in the real world, right, business will actually validate the payment and it ensures that check and printing is all correct. Then they will record it and it will submit the process payment file confirmation. Now let us go back to the invoice and we'll verify if the payment status is changed to paid. Our invoice number is 7008. Open the invoice and see the payment status. If you see, the payment is paid. Yeah, so we have covered this topic. To summarize, we have created payment process request template, which groups all the options that we can reuse when we are submitting the payment process request. We created payment process request template, and then we created a standard invoice. We validated, approved, and accounted it. And then we submitted the payment process request with the payment process request template that we have created. And then um, we reviewed it. And then we reviewed the payment process request, and then we printed the check and we recorded the check printing. These are the steps that we have done. Yeah, thank you.